shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is...
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got the Bengals' creative quarterback. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Bengals and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater now. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing. Bridgewater. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they will rally and stop him short of 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Shoves him away, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Henry will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive that time with 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team's playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I hope they spend more time in practice. What they call good versus good. They're starting offense versus starting defense. They want to start in this next game.
Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially when it goes through points in any series. And if they're scoring like that, then it adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And right side, they're going to go option here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. From the 24, Bridgewater. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Escaping the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. They fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble with their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
That's how your partners help the other team. Turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point by Carlson. Oh, good. And it's now 21-0. This scoring score is an exciting play in football. We witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys able to watch the progress from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll run for it with Henry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They run with Hines. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
There's a nice move, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is Hines. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Hines is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So this now 34-0 with the extra point penalty. And I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point by Carlson, up and go. And that makes this 35-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. On third down, here comes Swift. And he's got room. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 28. A big pickup there on 3rd and 10. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here in what is past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. For the Bengal offense, ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's got this down to the 35. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Derrick Henry. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Drive there, just 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And, ooh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And right side, they're going to go option here.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Bridgewater. And a throw there going to incomplete.
Running up to the partner because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. On the catch, it's Crowder.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop it short of the first down right near the 24. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals getting set to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run again with Hines. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try the right side with Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run for it with Hines. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Bridgewater to throw it.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
So they'll get 8 on that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some space here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry.
He's got it to the 43 here.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Again, it's Henry. Shoves him aside.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
10 yards there on the Bengal first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Running left, it's Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Bridgewater on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bengals, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.